I don't really think we miss our exes. I think we miss what should have been. Hey, welcome to my channel. I put out videos every week. Please subscribe if you want to see more. I'd like to offer a thought model. You could see it as a coping mechanism. Ask yourself, do you really miss the person, your ex, or do you miss the promise of what should have been in your mind? Think about it. When we're on our own, it's very easy to miss the times with that person. But as soon as someone points out to you, why did you break up? All of a sudden, you think about the personality traits, how difficult they were, how incompatible you were with the person, how you didn't get along, you didn't understand each other, how it all unraveled after the honeymoon period where perhaps they were putting on a polite mask because they genuinely wanted to be with you, but they weren't being themselves. Maybe you weren't. But usually past the honeymoon period where things start to unravel is where the real relationship is exposed and whether or not you are compatible. Because as soon as you're asked to point out why you broke up, all of a sudden you focus on the person. Why you were incompatible, why your personalities didn't match, why you saw nothing eye to eye, why your values didn't match at all. Then when focusing on the actual person themselves, it's very easy to remind yourself, yeah, I know why we broke up. It makes sense. I would contend we don't miss the person, we miss the promise, the space of what should have been and what was taken away. That's what's bitter. That's what hurts. It's the space and time you both shared with each other with a person that at the time you thought they were a considerate caretaker of the space that you both were occupying. But either you were being dishonest or more than likely considering women's passive nature at the start where they don't say much, they don't reveal much. So a woman can actually get into a relationship without revealing much of herself other than just being docile and quiet and letting him lead. If she's not exposing who she is, a lot of the times that's why I say in the honeymoon period of the relationship, a man gets blindsided because he thinks who she is the genuine article, but she's just being quiet and observing him, and he falls for a fake compatible space that he thinks her personality is and resides in, but really she's just being accommodating until she can lock him in with love and commitment. So I think a lot of guys miss that honeymoon space, the promise of what could have been, what should have been in his mind, and he can't understand why, because he was living it, he was feeling it, he was in it. It felt so good from every angle. There was no doubt whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, it's like another person possessed her body and the relationship turned into something else. And your brain is missing that space of comfort and warmth and caring. And logically, the person that belonged in that space was her. But you don't really miss her. You miss the stand-in for that space where you felt good. So she feels synonymous with the space, the promise of what it should have been. Again, think about her, the person, and it becomes clear you don't really miss her. In fact, it's the reason why you couldn't tolerate it anymore. You miss what was promised and then taken away. What should have been and what should you feel still be here. I hope that helps some of you guys as a useful thought model to be able for you to kind of, in a solid way, see things very clearly and move on. And whenever you unconsciously want to feel good and fall backwards into those soft pillows of her in the past, you're in fact falling back into a space that felt good, but not necessarily her. When you think about her, you don't want to fall back into her. You miss the relationship that you thought she was part of. You don't really miss her. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, please like the video and give it a thumbs up. Share my videos around, and if you want to say thank you and help support the channel, links down below. Thank you to my patrons and PayPalers who have supported me this month. You guys are fantastic. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.